Hi, Neil here from Camberley Net, and we're at the Camberley Theatre today, talking to Ben. Hello, Ben.
Hello, how you doing?
Okay, and we're going to be talking about this, the beer festival. And I assume that you've tried every beer that's coming here.
I wish that were the case. I'd love to say I've tried every beer, but we've got over 35 different beers and ciders that are going to be here across the weekend from some of the top breweries across the southeast. And we've got a real variety from sort of IPAs to porters to stouts to fruity beers. So to try and get round them all would be quite the challenge. So I haven't been able to do that yet, but never know. One day maybe.
One day you'd have to start early, wouldn't you? You'd have to start sort of. Where are we now? We're coming up for July. We're in July now. So you have to start sort of March time.
I think so. Maybe next year. Maybe
and
for
pace
next
yourself
year.
as well.
Absolutely. Maybe for research purposes, I think so.
So some would say you have probably the best job in Surrey Heath Council.
It's probably up there, to be fair. To get to work on sort of great events like the Beer Festival is awesome. So as I say, we're sort of working with some of the top breweries. So we've got sort of Siren, Windsor and Eton, Hogs, Ascot Brewing Company, of course, based here in Camberley. And I have to give those guys a quick shout out because they have actually been invaluable in kind of putting this event together.
I saw the video you did a little while ago with them, and they have actually made some beer for this festival, haven't they?
They have. So they've made a tiramisu porter and a passion fruit sour specifically for this festival. So you won't be able to find that in any sort of pubs in the area or anything. It's been made especially for the Camberley Theatre Beer Fest. So if people are interested in trying that, here's the place they need to come. Okay,
and there's quite a few. Obviously, you've got Windsor and Eton, you've got the Hogs Brewery, you've got Andwell, and you've got Ascot as well. So Siren Brew, whereabouts are they from?
So they're from Wokingham.
They're from Wokingham.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably why I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah.
And obviously you've got Hudson as well.
Yeah. So they're sort of Hampshire based as well. So again, everything's sort of from around the sort of southeast area. So we kind of want to showcase sort of local breweries.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the beer as well. So we've got sort of 5 or 6 different ciders. Some of them are a bit fruitier. So we've got like a rhubarb one, a strawberry and mint. And we've also got the fully stocked theatre bar here as well. So for people who might be coming along with people who aren't necessarily beer drinkers, we've kind of got your wine and we've got some additional gin coming in. So if people want to try G&T, we've got lots of different things to.
So people can come as a couple.
They can, absolutely. The more the merrier, as far as we're concerned.
The bloke or the woman can go into and have a pint.
Yeah.
And the partner can go and have a wine.
Exactly, whatever they like. So we've got all the options here.
And also soft drinks as well.
Exactly.
Everyone drinks alcohol.
Exactly. So designated drivers we've got covered as well.
Yeah. Now it's a 2-day event. Mm-hmm. You've got Friday evening.
Yeah, that's right.
Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And Saturday evening.
That's correct. Yeah.
So what happens on the actual night? They come and they buy their ticket in advance, or can they buy it on the door?
You can do both. So we recommend people buy in advance. It's cheaper in advance. So tickets are £8 in advance or £10 on the door. So obviously you make a slight saving if you do buy in advance, but you can buy on the day if you want to. And each session, we've got live entertainment every session. So we've got different bands playing each session. So we've got the Bee-Bops playing on the Friday night. We've got a band called Off the Record who were with us last year and went down really well. They're playing the Saturday lunchtime session. And we've got a band called Hudson's Choice playing on the Saturday night. And basically, we've sort of got the bar area. There'll be a little bit of seating in here. Yep. But the main action's through in the auditorium. So all the seating in the auditorium will be back. And it'll basically be a long bar across the back of the auditorium where people can try the various different sort of beers and ciders and that sort of thing. And as I say, we've got the bar in here as well. And basically all the action will kind of be in there. And we've got a little bit of an outdoor space as well. So yeah, essentially it's just an opportunity for people to go around and try lots of different beers and ciders that they might not normally try.
Okay, and so they pay on the door. And do they have to pay to buy the beer?
Yeah. So it's a token system we operate here rather than cash. So again, you can buy your tokens in advance, and you can save by buying your tokens in advance, and that works out the equivalent of £1.50 for a half pint. Or you can buy them on the night, and it's the equivalent of £1.75 for a half pint. So probably cheaper than some of the pubs in Camberley, to be honest. And you'll find a lot of stuff here that you wouldn't find in many of the local pubs as well.
Okay. And obviously, how long has it been going? I mean, the beer festival. I mean, I obviously last year.
Yeah.
But how long has it actually been going?
Well, this is actually in our second year.
So it is the second year.
We're still quite young in kind of event terms, but we learned an awful lot from last year. We had lots of really, really positive feedback. And what we've done with our beer selection, so we had a beer of the year competition last year. So the beers that scored quite highly in the beer of the year competition that people really liked, we've got those guys back this year. And we've also brought in some newcomers as well that are a little bit more out there. So yeah, we're quite excited about the lineup, I think.
And with last year, obviously there is an alcohol event, so it's over 18s.
Mm-hmm. It is over 18, yes.
And there's security here as well.
There is.
Because there is that element. There wasn't any trouble last year.
No, there wasn't any trouble last year. I think because of the nature of the event, obviously with it being at the theatre rather than sort of in a pub setting, I think it changes
Strange to put in the Camberley Theatre.
Yeah, but obviously we've got the stage, so it lends itself perfectly to the entertainment. The auditorium's obviously a great big space, and we can kind of set the lighting and theme it. So it's an unusual space, definitely, but we're really proud of it. I think we really make it work. So.
Again, it just goes to show the fact that the theatre is the centre of Camberley and the hub, and you can do so much with it.
Absolutely, and I think if you look at the programming, obviously, and we're working really closely with the theatre guys, so Andy Edmeades is playing a massive part in this. And
I bet he is.
I'm sure, yeah, absolutely. But I mean, you should look at the programming here. I think it's been absolutely brilliant what you sort of see in the last few years. And as you say, I think it's a real cultural hub for Camberley, and I think we're really lucky to have it.
It's a great event, and it just goes to show that Surrey Heath Council is obviously looking out there and going, well, we need to do more up-and-coming events. We need to, and the younger people as well. Because I know the beer festival, they are so popular all around, all around the world basically, and now Camberley has its own beer festival.
Yes.
We're in the second year. You've tweaked it a bit, so next year obviously you'll tweak it a bit again.
Absolutely.
And eventually it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's the dream, yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ben.
Not a problem.
I wish you all the best and have a great time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.